that journey starts today. Because unfortunately, in the world of innovation, it doesn't stop. Today we are talking about AI. Some of us have already moved to augmented computing or spatial computing. We've already started innovating within that space. Most of us are moving towards very, very large models within IoT and IT in the space of agriculture and business as well. So it doesn't stop. And the only way we can be able to sustain this is by having young people such as yourself come in and continue in the space. So as we conclude and as we celebrate this day, kindly, it's something you can live with. Live it with the connect from Castro, from Ben, from Lucy, Veronica. Develop closer relationships with your teachers here, or your facilitators, because they're the ones what the job market space looks like. And as long as you keep on pushing and as long as you keep working hard and maintaining those networks, I guarantee you that we'll be meeting within a similar space. Some of you even competing for the same jobs. Competing for the same jobs. It's a small space. This entire ACWICT group you are seeing here, wow, I think we are all graduates of ACWICT programs. Every single person graduated from digital skilling program to internships to small roles within the tech space, all the way to programs where our leader Elizabeth makes sure that we deliver. Finally, as I finish, I'd like to thank you guys as well, Mr. PAULS and team. This has been a wonderful experience. We had talked of a big number, but this is equally impactful. Whether it's 100, 150, 230, to us it does not make a difference. As long as we see impact that's been there, it's something that we do appreciate. And we're excited to continue with the engagement. I know that some things that we don't announce, but we are happy to continue. And for those of you who are continuing the learning, I know at some point we'll talk about mentorship and what that looks like. But just remember that that only applies for the solutions that you need. Our idea is to make sure that by the time you're going into the innovation week, you are fully developed and fully functioning applications that you can be able to pitch to our VC and the rest of the faculty.
My name is Elizabeth Wanja, Program Manager in the African Center for Women in ICT. I manage the Youth Employability Project. I don't know whether I said this when I was introducing myself, because the Youth Employability Projects are key and are part of the core project here, in ACWICT. I would want to say this because what you have experienced today is just one of them. This is funded by Microsoft, the Emerging Markets Initiative, but we have several youth employability projects that are supported by different partners. This is what is supported by google.org. I think when Grace was talking, she talked about data analytics, data analysis, something that we are so passionate about and supported by a different partner. We also have several youth employability projects that are supported by UK Aid, British High Commission, British Council, and the UK DAP, the Digital Access Programs. So when I talk about the youth employability projects, for me I talk about them passionately because even the financial partners have found the need to continuously invest in ACWICT to ensure that this knowledge is shared. So that's basically my role. But as I'm standing here, I know the program leads the CEO of ACWICT, who was supposed to be with us today. She was with us when we were signing the MOU, and I know she continuously visits the partnerships to ensure that the MOU that we signed is fully implemented. So for today, she's in one of our satellite offices in Kisumu. All this team that is seated here, they all come to Nairobi. Yeah, there is none from our satellite offices. But apart from the Kilimani headquarter office, we also have satellite office in Laikipia and Kisumu. And for today, she thought she would manage to travel back and be with us, but that did not happen. So she requested me to come and start in here and be part of this occasion where we are saying congratulations. We have managed for the last 5 days. For the SPU team, I'm glad, I hope we are mentioning it right, the fact that we have to say the African Center for Women in ICT. But for the SPU team, we are quite glad. I think two months ago, we came and signed an MOU after a rigorous process, due diligence, verification, and seeing what value will this one add. And one of the words that was said by the Vice Chancellor is that this MOU should not be archived. So if you are signing in an MOU that will be put in the archives, that should not happen. So it was very clear that it must be an MOU that we are going to implement according to the activities that are there. So my work, you didn't see me training, because our work is just to ensure that whatever we committed in any sort of partnership, we have several partnerships with universities, TFETs, governments, other non-governmental organizations, but our main work is to ensure that that whatever that we have signed, whatever that we have committed to do, we adhere to it and work as, we can only make it better. We can only keep on improving it. So the MOU that was signed, I think 2 months ago, is what we are implementing. I'm sure the Dean will mention a word or two about it. But I would want to appreciate that the work that have been done by SPU. Mr. Karuga came back and told us we are going to mobilize these learners and they'll be available. It's one thing to mobilize people, it's a different ball game altogether for people to avail themselves for a whole 1 week. So we strongly feel harbored, we feel the commitment, and we strongly feel that whatever we have done here in SPU is something that will continue next year, but one. When I talk about the financial partnerships that we have, especially Microsoft, the one that is supporting this particular project, they ensure that we don't only have the financial resources to do some of these activities, but also the technical resources. And why I talk about these partners is to bring in the credibility of the resources that we bring on board. Because we can talk about the market relevant skills, but someone will come back and ask you, how do you define your market relevant skills? It's mainly because we are working closely with mentors. I know Castro talked about working with ACWICT part-time as a mentor, as an industry expert, but also the partners that support us ensure that we access the resources. And being an implementing partner, it's also our responsibility to ensure that resources that we access get to our project participants, and you are coming in there as project and participants. And every time we talk with Microsoft, when we talk with Google, IYF, and every other person who is in this technology inclined space, they always ensure that we get resources timely, and it's also our responsibility to ensure that we give those resources timely. So when you see these people, their background, I always talk about, it's a credible background. They have been supported technically to come and also share those particular resources. And I know Thomas, within that we talked about the recent skills that we are partnering with Microsoft to ensure that most of our project participants get to have those skills. So when I had the trainees say that they were in safe hands, when I had the SPU echo the same sentiments about the way it was delivered, it's something that I will go back and say for sure, as I talked to the CEO today, the resources that we are getting from Microsoft, from Google, and from any other organization that has been supporting ACWICT, we are in a position to also share with the project participants. What is key is not just the 5 days that have taken place. I think what is key is what is happening after now. Because we are not only known for the training, we are also known for the hand-holding activities. When Castro was talking in the morning, I listened to him, and he talked about offering hand-holding activities to the project participants. Because we might come here, have the week of code for 5 days, and then everything dies after 2 days. So that's possible. We have had such trainings, and then after the 5 days they end. I think what is important is how will we move on from here with those hand-holding activities. How will the mentorship take place, as what Thomas is taking us through? How do we ensure that even as we continue implementing the MOU, we are bringing more and more industry exposure to all of us so that we can know these skills that we are learning, how can we offer them as a service? So let's not end with it today, but let's see how we can continue. I've left what I don't like mentioning that name, yeah? I've said that what is it that can come from these groups that we formed? How best can we work together? And even in these hand-holding activities, let's not start it and stop it. One thing that I like about group work activities is for the soft skills that you have learned. People have talked about legitimacy. That's a soft skill. The confidence, all those. How can I still continue either enjoying or tolerating being in this group for what I'm gaining from it? So let's just think about, yes, from today, how do we move on? Otherwise, I'm glad for the team SPU. We are so humbled. We are glad that we have actualized this. We are looking forward for the rest of the year, the activities that have been planned. And we are really looking forward even to moving on with more and more skilling opportunities here in SPU. Thank you very much.
I won't say much. First things first, I know there are guys who have won and there are guys who have finished last. But it's good to see that at least you went all the way to the finish line. Remember I mentioned something about in 2021 I participated in Game of Learner Season 2. And I was sharing with Tom as you were going for lunch that the team that I was leading did not even manage to finish. And I used to look up on the platform where we were posting our projects, and somehow it was torturing me, because you can imagine leading a team and then when the gifts are being given here and the presents, you're not here because you did not manage to finish. So I'm so happy to see that at least each team went to the finish line. And like someone mentioned, you are all winners. When it comes to tech, I was telling someone today that the cake is big, and I would like to concur with Dean here that this thing of people telling you there are no jobs, that is a lie. What you have done here is more focused on web development, but there is a lot that you can do in tech.
Wow, this has been wonderful. I'll start by appreciating ladies and gentlemen, coders, esteemed coders, and future tech wizards. Congratulations for surviving the week. Has it been wonderful? Yes. I just came the first day, and then I'm just coming back to hear the stories that are going on, and they are very encouraging. So thank you so much, ACWICT, the team of Wanja, Thomas and Benson, and the whole team of ACWICT for the job that they have done very well. I also want to congratulate the Department of Computer Science for actualizing this MOU. That, I think it came into force just 2 months ago, and they have done a good job. You know, I keep on clapping. I didn't know that we have moved, so I just ask for us to clap so that I can assure myself I'm still here. Can we clap for them? Let's do a 5 factorial. So 5 factorial. Let's start. Thank you. So I think for me, just be very brief. And I'll start by saying that it's an honor and a privilege for us to be able to host this as the beginning of very good things between us and ACWICT. When I came here the first day, for those ones who were there, I had emphasized the importance of us changing our focus and our mentality from doors that have closed to doors that are open. And the point I was making is that the story outside there is very different. And I think sometimes you can be discouraged as students listening to people saying that there are no job opportunities. opportunities. But the reality is that the opportunities are there, but you need to shift your focus from the way, ask ourselves, for example, when we were being trained, the way we were being told about opportunities that would exist is that once you're done, you can apply for jobs and then you get them. But today, the jobs are there, but the traditional approach of applying for them is no longer maybe the main one, the main focus or the main approach. But the skills that you gain, not only in terms of your academic study journey, you're in a classroom and then you have to get the skills. If you have to come out of St. Paul's University with only that, you may find yourself a little bit disadvantaged. And it is with that cognizance that the university is very, very keen at looking at these other opportunities like this one to ensure that our students are very well exposed. I'm happy to see this happening. I want to appreciate the team of Karuga and the rest of the department for what they have been doing. I did mention that last semester we still had something of the sort. And I'm happy for those ones who are able to come. I hope that the training that was done did not end as we have had. I'm happy again we have this semester and next semester, and I know that I'll give opportunity to Karuga to give us the opportunities that are coming through ACWICT. I know next Thursday there'll be something, and the Thursday after. So mine really is to call upon you to grab these opportunities, because the best we can do is avail them and then ask of you to really partake of them.
The week of code have been quite interesting. I actually like the way the whole process was taken, from students being able to form groups with people who are not even in the areas of their studies, and then the whole process of coming up with ideas, and then even the actual coding. It was very good. The instructors that were there actually know very well what they do. They were able to bring out the content in a very different way. I can say that is not even the way we normally teach in class. For them, they were using a language that they are understanding, and they were well aware that we had so many students that were not computing students, and those ones were well taken care of. From this MOU, we have had our first event, the We Speak Code week. I'm expecting that we'll be having such an event every semester. And then secondly, we'll also be having workshops. So for instance, there is a workshop we are expecting to have 1 week from now, a workshop on STEM and the opportunity that comes out of that. And then a month later, we have another one on AI. So I'm expecting a lot from this MOU, mostly trainings that will be coming from ACWICT team. Thank you.
My name is Davis Odhiambo-Were, a student of St. Paul's University, currently in 4th year, taking Bachelor's of Computer Science, specializing in software engineering. And and then these are my team called Team Benders, which I developed MedEase link-up application. At from the other end, we have Richie, Lucy, Stella, Faith, Hannah, and Benjamin.
Working as a team, we were able to work on a web-based application, and during this time, we collaborated and shared our ideas and learned more skills. And as a computer science student, I was able to implement what I've learned and also share with others so that don't know about the field in the idea of coding, and that was it.
As a student who is not undertaking computer science, I'm a communication studies student. I've gained a lot from this experience throughout the week. I want to major in film production, and engaging in this Code Week have enabled me understand more about film. There's more I can do by learning from coding.
My experience when we were presenting the business pitching is that I was tense since it was my first time standing on a crowd, but as we were presenting, I gained more courage, and as the judges were asking the question, we were all a bit tense, but we managed to answer the question. But now I can confidently stand facing the crowd and present the project well.
Alright, so our solution name was Med is Link Up, and the problem we were trying to solve is that we wanted to connect the doctors with the patients in an online platform in order for easier medical access, as the name says. Med is Link Up. We came up with an idea because we found that so many patients have discrepancies issues, and we tried to solve it by providing them a platform. And as we've been mentored, we are trying to move forward on mental health awareness as SDG number 3 on the health well-being, and that's what we are trying to solve.
It has been nice to be announced the winner. I feel nice. I was happy, and because I was not expecting to be announced the winner, and for my team members, I want to appreciate them. I want to thank them. Moso Davis Were, our team manager, for leading us through this problem solution. We tried, it was not easy. We didn't sleep. We tried our best, so it was glad. And I want to thank St. Paul's University for partnership with ACWICT to bring up this event, this training. For me, as a fourth-year student, I have learned a lot, because I was wondering how now I'm going to complete my studies with no skills about the market, but I'm grateful for that.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you, my team members, for having cooperated well and managing the time due to the fact that we had challenge of time constraint. I thank Richie, our developer there, Lucy, the solution engineer, Stella, solution engineer, and Faith, also the solution engineer, Hannah, who never slept, also the solution engineer, Benjamin Kagwe, the man himself. I thank you all, and we are moving. We are going far. So we are working to build a big application as a team. That's right. Thank you.
My name is Doreen Nambafu. I'm taking Bachelor of Business Information Technology. I'm in 4.2, and during the week of code, I learned a lot. There's this group working in groups, and I personally had a challenge of connecting back-end and front-end, and during this week now I can connect back-end and front-end successfully.
My name is Cherry Tongo Njoroge. I am a computer science student. I am in 3rd year, and this week was amazing, if you ask me. A lot of thoughts and a lot of things were learned. Some of us are computer science students, and yet we learned more than what we learned in our classes. Maybe more than 2 semesters we've been trying to learn these things, and we grasped it within 5 days. And then also we learned a lot about teamwork, which was very important, because most of our group works are very exhausting, since one person carries the burden of everyone, and with these few days we were taught the importance, and it was amazing.